sure that my face is still my face. If that's okay, I'll be like 2 seconds. I think the word influence makes me feel a bit sick because it almost sounds like you're brainwashing someone. But a lot of people don't actually believe in the products that they are selling, you know what I mean? And that's kind of what you're doing. You're kind of advocating brands, whether it's a product or an experience. I'm good, so nice to see you. You look lovely. Get you in. Am I getting you in right? I'm not sure. So.
You know, I'm just admiring your business. So lovely. It suits you so much.
Thank you. Everyone looks lovely today.
I see a lot of young girls, you know, going for parties, smoking, and oh my God, don't kill your eggs.
Yeah.
I always feel like that. And especially if you say that, people would like it because you have been through it.
Yeah, I think just say what your story is, you know, share that, because then hopefully, yeah, there's a million of other you and I's out there, and if we don't know how people feel, we can't make better decisions. Thank you. Oh, wow.
I really enjoy my work and I enjoy my life, but I really, really want to have baby in the future. So I want it both.
Okay. I'm just going to introduce this.
Okay. I don't think it's about being selfish, but I think we've got like a beautiful situation on our hands in this day and age, which is that you can have it all. You can have your cake and eat it. Yay! Lots of mini-me's.
Yes. Okay.
Excellent.
I like to spend my money on shoes and handbags and dress. I think I had about 80. And then I had to throw away a bit, so now I think I have 50. I love the crazy handbags, like this ice cream bucket. And the cherry chocolate cake I got in New York was $400. I want to go, and she's gonna have the most beautiful handbag and dress and shoes. My actual dream is to fall in love and get married with somebody I want to spend less of my life with. The thing is, I don't have a partner now. I've been single for quite a while. So it could be that if I freeze my eggs now, in case I need it for later.
15th. So 1, 2, 3, say 18th of August is when I'll have my next bleed. It all began because I had an ovarian cyst which ruptured, took my left ovary, and then the right side, my ovary is classed as really small, so I am classed as like really low fertility. Then they diagnosed me with endometriosis. When they told me that I'd probably never have children and a hysterectomy, I did sort of have a breakdown about it. I would love to be a mum. I would absolutely love to be a mum. I'd be one tomorrow if I could. But my plan is I want to get my degree done, year 3 finished, and then I want to speak to them about thawing an egg out and making an attempt to have a child at that point. I started going in January for scans so they can measure your sacs and see how they're growing and stuff like that. And then they wheeled me into theatre, and then the next thing I know, I woke up and then they let me go home. I think it was only a couple of weeks after that that I felt completely back to normal anyway, so it was okay. Initially they got 8, but 2 of those weren't able to freeze them, so out of that 8 they managed to save 6. You know, my mum and my dad have financially helped me massively. I'm just praying that this time they manage to get the remaining 14 from this next one so that I don't have to put myself through it again.
Yeah, I'm just going to introduce the
Okay.
There is a gel which is cold. You got good number of eggs. I will take a picture and show you. 1, 2, 3.
So is it what you expected?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it's expensive. I think a lot of things are expensive though. You know, buying a property is expensive. Like a lot of choices that we might make in life are expensive. Holidays can be expensive.
Is there any part of you that worries about like the kind of the commodification because we can't get it on the NHS?
Of course it's expensive to do anything privately. You could say, do you think it's fair that not everyone can buy a Rolls Royce, or do you think it's fair that you can have a family right now and I can't? Thank you so much. Feel myself in recovery, not in recovery, but that's where I will be in recovery in a couple of months' time. I think the pros far outweigh the cons in this situation. The pros being, you know, the complete stress-free kind of approach for the next 10 years.
Chris bought me a bunch of flowers when I came out of theatre, so I've even kept like the bow. So the bow I've kept and the wrapper, and for example like this was like a drink that I had. Chris was in the middle of 2 jobs. He got a better job to go to, so he started that. We're in the middle of moving house, and they just said, actually, let's have a bit of a break. So in here is the eggs from when they were first frozen. So as you can see, they look like black dots to us, but that's 1 egg there that's been frozen. And I've got 8 of them. So we've got 8 possible children from 8. I know, just mean, not all 8 eggs might survive, but they might do, you don't know. So we have, and they're the pictures, which...
One day before long, one of those will be our child.
Exactly. So this is the injection for today. So we give it a little kiss because it's just our good luck kiss. So today is the 41st injection. It's a little bit stingy, but after a month of doing it, you get used to it. Oh, and then done. And then Chris's part is to sign the paperwork.
This is the most important
This is
part.
the most important part. The reason why I like to sign things and have the charts is because if, sadly, we don't get positive, I know that we gave it our best shot in everything that we've done, whether it be health-wise, changing our diets, or just planning and prepping everything the way we have.
What are you writing?
Oh, just questions to ask the doctor.
What kind of stuff would you like to ask?
You know, there are so much tests and scannings going on, so eventually I'm gonna have to go to this clinic like every other day after work or before work, because I could actually take some days off doing it, but if possible, I want to walk and I want to do this thing at the same time. What's my height?
153.
Really? Okay, I grow.
The most important thing we want to check is the number of eggs we can find in your ovaries. Because if the egg count is good, then your prognosis is good.
Okay.
If the count comes back as very good or something, don't say, oh, I'll wait. Don't do that, because as you get older, their quality goes down. We always say it's better to freeze when you are young.
Is 33 still young?
Yeah, you are up to 35.
Okay.
You're still counted as young. That's why I'm saying don't wait to freeze your eggs. Freeze now. So your chances will be better when you come to use your eggs.
Yeah.
A lot of people, they come and when they are 40, it's so late.
I know.
That's why they have higher risk of miscarriage, higher risk of having Down syndrome babies due to chromosomal abnormalities in the eggs.
Okay.
So we don't want that.
Yeah.
So if you want a healthy baby, you better freeze now.
Okay.
So you freeze your eggs, do whatever you want to do in your life, and then come and have a baby when it's the right time for you. Any other questions, NAMIKO?
Oh yes, just one thing. What should I do for my work?
We have early morning 8 o'clock appointment, so that before you go to work, you can do that also.
Great. I think I have asked. I got like really good
good.
information.
Very good. Anything else?
Sorry?
Any other questions?
What's the success rate, I suppose, of pregnancy using frozen eggs?
Okay, the success rate of survival with the eggs, frozen eggs, is something like 90% in our clinic and generally nationally also.
Yeah.
Okay, then the fertilization rate will be something like 50 to 60%. Then you have to grow them and they choose the best and put them in.
Well, today's the day really. Today's the all-important day. So I haven't slept very well. So I think I was up at about 3 o'clock. We had 8 eggs frozen, and then on Friday they thawed them, and then that went down to 6. So 6 survived that. Then from 6, that went down to 4, that then went through to fertilisation stage. And I'll be honest with you, to start off with I was a bit worried and I was upset because I thought that's 8's gone down to 4. But when we spoke to the nurse when she rang us at the weekend, she said that it's very rare for all of your frozen eggs to survive.
So I've got a photograph here of the 2 best embryos that you have. So are you happy to have 2 embryos transferred?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, I do.
Let's get pregnant.
Then the chances of your getting pregnant at that stage is 40%.
Now loading that other catheter with your embryos inside. Lovely, thank you.
I can't guarantee that you will definitely have a baby with the frozen eggs because it depends on the sperm, depends on the uterus, like there are so many other factors also.
I see.
Then everything will be back to normal in your cycle.
Okay.
Yeah?
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Check it. You have to make sure they left the building.
That's fine.
Lovely, thank you.
So what doctor told me about the risk and success rate was quite shocking to me. Could be that I won't get pregnant from the eggs that freeze, but I never know. I'm a bit scared if that's the case.
I was getting a bit emotional.
I'm presuming you've read the forms, and obviously if you've got any questions, do ask me as we're going through. So these 2 forms allow us to collect the eggs for you and freeze them. It talks about lab incidents and incubation failure and things like that, but it also talks about the risk of poor response, over response, no eggs collected. So there's quite a scary list of complications.
I try not to think about those too much. I try to focus on the end result because there's risks with any sort of surgery or procedure that you ever have done. So if you don't take little risks, then you're never going to get nowhere, are you?
a lot.
It is a lot. The tablets make me quite angry, which is really unlike me. I'm really calm, really placid, so I don't sort of get angry at all, but it's just something that I need to get done. So in 45 days, the countdown begins to getting my eggs frozen and hopefully giving me a child in the future.
So 3 drops. 2, 3.
Okay. Sit down. Longest 3 minutes.
Right, okay. Yeah, don't look at it.
There is no guarantee with egg freezing, but I think if it got to the point where I left it too late, I will always regret it. But it completely depends on how my body will let me do it or not.
We're going to be brilliant whatever. We're going to be brilliant whatever. Don't worry. Positive.
I know. It's going to be fine.
I don't want to feel like I'm being selfish by not wanting a family right now. I can't wait to be a mum one day. But at the same time, I've still got so much that I want to achieve for myself. It's just about giving myself what the right choice is for me. And this feels right. My little picture.
Okay.
I still want to go for it because I'm getting old every day. And I do not want to be under the pressure. Oh, I have to find somebody. I have to get married. After 3 months, I meet with him, and I don't want to do this. So, if freezing egg could just release me from the stress and from the pressure, then yeah, I think that is really the most important thing.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. 3 minutes. Oh, it's 2.